Okay, guys, so any questions? Anyone want to talk about something? How you guys doing?
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. This is also fascinating.
What?
This is also fascinating.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I have a question.
All right.
Is there a frequency that's kind of measurable when you're able to see that everything is energy? Because one time I saw through my hand, and it wasn't the first time that I've seen through something that's supposed to be solid.
Mm.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm just wondering if there's like, because I know guys have like numbers on things, you and Carlos, angstroms and bovis and things that I'm just beginning to learn on that level. But I was wondering if it somehow translates to when that level can be there where you're like, whoa, I switched something because I could see that it's not matter.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we have like a scale of something to measure that, but what you're saying is actually very true and amazing. Yeah, how it works. Because yes, we can sometimes see through stuff or see in the dark. It's very complete dark, and then you open your eyes and everything's lit up. So it's so strange,
Wow.
you know. See people glowing. I can see some people glowing in the dark also. Very, very strange. Okay, so yes, but besides that being true, I cannot say that we have a specific frequency to talk about. Okay, so we are all
Okay.
learning this. We are developing these abilities, you know, this capacity of doing this stuff, you know, as we are learning to use our minds to create things, to create actual reality, you know. I have some people with just the first level, like this one, they have cancer, okay? I also have people that had this is very interesting because all of these two cases actually they have the tests the test they do to see if there's something there, all right? So they had the test for the cancer, breast cancer, and after a few months of treatment, actually I don't know how long she treated her friend, but after some treatments, she went back again and they could not find it. It was not there anymore. And the same thing happened to someone very close to me that had her mom with a blockage in an artery. So they would do some kind of intervention there. In 2 weeks, okay, so they had the tests showing there's something blocking the circulation here. 2 weeks later, she went to the hospital to do the stuff, and they had to cancel because there's nothing there. They couldn't find anything there. Nothing. Not even a shadow. Nothing was there anymore. Okay. I have not done that myself, but I have people like you guys with the first level doing this. All right. So yeah, we can actually create our physical world. We can manifest a lot of things. This house I live in, I have manifested.
Thank you.
I have manifested this in the place I wanted, how I wanted,
Okay,
the
getting
price
better,
I wanted.
right? I'm not crazy, right?
Hi, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So yes, we do create the physical reality. Now, let me talk about something very, I don't know if I can talk about this with you guys. Okay, okay, let's just play a little bit. Okay. So imagine that stars are born, right? There's our stars that will be, be born and be created, right? We know from our spiritual communications that it's done by people like you and me, but very much older than us. So they have a lot more experience in evolution. But they basically, we call them universal engineers because they create stars and planet systems. Okay? And how that is done, I'm sure they don't go there with like hammers and shovels. It's all done by the mind. They create the stars using their minds. Okay, they get together and make it happen. We are starting now to learn this, how to do this. And we have already learned a little bit. So we know that that happens when you actually feel what you want happening. Okay? You feel it. This is happening. This is done. And this is important because that's how we do the treatment in Solaris. Just like that. We will use our feeling in our minds together to make that reality happen. Because we are putting energy into a certain frequency that will go into the person and change her cell structure. Her DNA will open, will work, the cell will do what's necessary, and things like the blockage in the artery be gone, the tumor in the breast be gone, like this. All right? So that makes us like superhumans, right? No. No, it doesn't. Because something that you learn that is that we don't work alone. We are working with a group of people. The only difference is that most of them don't have a physical body. They are around us right now. Okay? The people that will work with you are with you right now. Okay? Because they already know this. They already know this technique, but you don't. So they are teaching you also what you're going to do together. We are part of a team. When we have a treatment and we do a treatment to someone, and that makes a lot of difference in the life of that person. She gets cured, she gets healthy and happy, no depression, no cancer or whatever. That's wonderful, great, but it's not me who did that, who did this thing, okay? I'm just one person of a group, of a team that work together to have that happen. And all of that happens only if we have permission. Permission not of the person that is sick, but permission of her mentor. We all have mentors, okay? We have someone that is spiritually guiding us. It's someone that can be from our family, yes, but usually it's not. Okay, usually somebody that is, it's always actually a higher than us, or meaning that is more evolved than us. To be a mentor of someone, you need to be more evolved from that than that person. Okay. So we have these mentors guiding us through life. In everything, as I said before, happens for a reason. It's not because it happened. It has a reason to teach us something. In every kind of problem, including diseases, are for the same reason. And I don't have the right to go and just rob that patient of the possibility of learning something from that experience. I cannot just go there and, let me cure you. This disease is not nice for you, so let me take it out. No, it's not my job, and it's not allowed. It's only allowed when the person is learning or has learned the necessary message that it was supposed to happen. Okay? When the person does receive that, yes, you can cure anything. Anything. But if it is allowed. Does it make sense to you guys? Yeah? Okay. That's very important. But when we are doing the treatment, we know inside, in our hearts, that we are curing that person. That person has nothing more. All right? Because that is the nature of the treatment that we do. But what that person will receive in reality depends on her mentor, not us. Her mentor will say, okay, how much you actually need and deserve to receive now. All right? So that is how it works in Solaris, okay?
Luciano, question.
Yes.
So say that, let's talk, you're talking about subconscious, so like before you manifested your house, right? Doesn't the person or the receiver need to be void of blockages in their conscious or unconscious mind?
Yes. Yes, that's necessary. Is that mandatory? No.
Okay.
Okay. Necessary because if I have a programming that says that I don't deserve it, that I'm unlucky, that I'm ugly or whatever, yeah, that will not happen. That can be blocked. So when I'm manifesting something, I must have done something to clean me before. I usually compare this to building a house. You can have a beautiful project to build an amazing house. But if you don't clean the terrain, okay, and you try to build on top of brushes and stones and whatever it's in there, it will fall down. It will not be possible to do this. You need to clean before to get everything out and have a stable place to build that marvelous mansion that you have, okay, in your mind. So yes, you need to clean up before. But sometimes it's not mandatory. You can actually manifest some stuff, not everything like you could, but yes, you can still do manifestations without cleaning up it first.
Okay, thanks.
So let's talk about something else here. Anyone has any question want to talk about? No? You're okay? Okay. We discovered in 74 with McClare on the Oxford University that he did something amazing. He compared the efficiency of information transfer between energy fields and chemical signals. So discover that energy signaling, like electromagnetic frequencies, are hundreds of times more efficient transmitting information than the physical signals, such as hormones, neurotransmitters, etc. But then he compared the speed of the information, and that was like unbelievable. The speed of electromagnetic energy signals is basically the speed of light, a little bit less, all right? And the speed of a chemical is much less than 1 centimeters per second. Okay, so it's like a quarter of an inch, less than a quarter of an inch per second, compared to basically the speed of light for energy fields. All right, so we know that it is more efficient and incredibly more faster than the chemical route. So why do we use physical medicines? These are things that have a very, very small capacity for action, right? Do you know why? It's because the physical medicines have a escape from personal responsibility. I can take a pill and feel better, or I can go inside myself, work out all the problems that I have stored there that are making me sick, and be better, actually be better, right? So it's not that easy, you know, because I have my patients doing my process of cleaning, doing that cleaning that you were talking about, Elisa, and it's hard. It's hard because my way of working is through feeling, and I will put you through pain, your pain. I will put you face to face with your pain. And you will have to choose to let it go. Your responsibility. But when you do this, you are healed from whatever, you know, because then you can do whatever you want. It's your choice. You understand? So, yeah, the physical medicines are great for us to escape this. It's easier, so much easier, but also doesn't have a great impact in our lives, right? I talked about this, oh yes? Yes, I did. So what do you guys think? Does belief affect biology? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's understand this better. So Descartes, he rejected the idea that the mind had any influences on the physical body, okay? Because the body is physical matter. The mind is not identified, but is not material, not the mind. The brain can be, but not the mind. Now we discover that quantum physics, through quantum physics, that our thoughts, or meaning the energy of our minds, have an effect on the material physical world. I just gave you guys some examples of that. So is it just believing, like positive thinking and belief, meaning just the will and the strength of what we want will make the body do that, right? And the answer is not exactly. It's a bit more complex than that. Why? Because our subconscious mind is more than 1,000,000 times more powerful than our conscious mind. So it doesn't matter if we consciously want to, have something, okay? We need to believe completely. And that belief must be from inside out. All right? We know that the conscious mind controls at, kind of 5% of our mind and of what we are actually. And the subconscious mind is 95 at least of what we are. Okay, so what we think is not very important. It's the programming that we have in our minds that actually work. We are basically kind of puppets of our subconscious programs, and that program can come from our, childhood, teachers, people around our lives, all right, and other lives also, memories from other lives. The good news is that we can rewrite these programs, okay? So let's think about something. Let's do like a little recap. We know that the functions of the cells are directed a direct effect of the movements of the proteins. Okay, digestion, breathing, the proteins supply the movement that can be used for these actions. The movement generated by the proteins create what we call life. And that can be achieved, that movement can be achieved through the environmental signals that come inside. Okay? So what can read the environment and regulate the proteins are the cell membranes. Okay? The cell membrane is what read the environment and control the functions. So the cell membrane is actually the brain of the cell. That's the real brain of the cell. It's not the nucleus. It's not the nucleus. The membrane receptor proteins, they are perception switches. And cells respond to various perceptions. And any stimulus present in the environment can be understood by the cell. If we use our consciousness, we can bring health to our lives. But the lack of control of emotions or bad thinking will turn healthy people into sick people. The mind will control that. So the actions of the subconscious mind responding to the environment are reflexive in nature. They are not governed by reason. You cannot reason with the subconscious. It's the perception it has about the environment. So these perceptions or our beliefs are what control biology. Okay? How we perceive things. Do you know what's placebo, right?
Yes.
Well, placebo and belief, let's talk about this. So the power of the mind has been studied very little because, of course, if we know how powerful our minds are, we would not be doing most of the things we do now. Okay, we would be doing many different things. We have a study publishing in 2002 by the New England Journal of Medicine about the knee pain. It was done by Dr. Bruce Mosley, and he knew that the knee surgery that he used to help his patients. So every surgeon knows there is no placebo effect in surgery, right? You cannot imagine that you have a surgery and get cured, right? Well, he did a study. He wanted to know what was causing the relief on his patients. So he got 3 groups of people. One group, he used one technique, like scraping the knee joint. Other group, he did washing of the knee joint. These are 2 techniques that they use for this kind of problem. In the third group, it was a control group where he performed a fake surgery. He just make a cut and like act around the person, talked to the staff and everything, like he was doing surgery, but actually just cut the skin and then sew it off, right? And everybody got the same treatment for recovery. And the first group got all the results that was supposed to do. The second group also got all the results. And the third group, the fake surgery group, had the same results. So what? Okay, the guy faked a surgery and got the result, the same result, in a group of people. It's not one, in a group of people. So yeah, so we see that actually placebo is not something to, to disregard. It's something to ensure that you're using, because that is your mind curing your body, healing your body, So yeah, use placebo because that is actually the real medicine. And nocebo is the power of the negative beliefs. So when we think that we can, or we think that we can't, you are right. That was said by Henry Ford. Okay. Basically, it doesn't matter what you think, as long as you think so. If you do, that's how it's going to be. Mahatma Gandhi said something like this: your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. All right, so just as our positive perceptions improve health and our negative perceptions cause illness, our positive and negative beliefs about ourselves and in relation to life and the world create our reality of happiness or unhappiness. This is not philosophy. This is not religion. This is not an opinion. This is a scientific fact. This is science. And not that science that you need to believe to be right. The science that actually proves to you. Okay? I do not believe in science. Science proves to me. That's how it's supposed to work. Okay? So yes, I'm a science denier because it must be denied until it proves itself. All right? That is real science. And we are in the last minutes. Let's go for a story here. Anybody want to talk something, say something to me, or ask anything?
Yeah, Luciano, I have one question. I mean, we could cover it at the end. So similar to what we were talking about before, how do you teach either at this level or for patients to kind of clean, I'll call clean shop, right? That what you were talking about before, in
Mhm.
order, because not everyone just believes science, not everyone, right? The same thing with the house. So I don't know if you're going to cover that here next session or whatever, but that's my one question I've out there.
Uh, I didn't get your question. Can
Yeah.
you?
So the question is, so you know how we were talking before,
Hmm.
and you said like it needs to be a belief. People need to, buy into that, whether it's a patient or us practicing this.
Hmm.
What do you do, or are you going to cover sometime later in another session, how you kind of go through a lens cleansing process at that first layer to make sure the subconscious mind and what blockages, whatever it may be, are out there to cleanse it?
Okay. I use a series of exercises to do this. Okay. They're not difficult. They are difficult in the need of the patients to look inside themselves and bring out the pain. Okay. This is done in the mirror. It's one of many types of mirror exercises that are available. And I got one and work it when I was in a situation of life and death, where I had to change my life and myself or kill myself. Okay, so yeah, I'm still alive and it did work and it works, but it is painful because you have to face the pain to let it go, to actually choose to let it go. You have to remember what is hurting, and you not only remember, you have to feel it. Okay, you gotta feel all the pain of everything, not everything at once. This is a process that I do in 3 months. The first month is hardcore. Yeah, because you will cry your eyes out, but it's cleaning, it's tears of cleaning. All right, it's not tears of pain anymore. So yeah, when we do this, the patient will become someone else. In 3 months, you will turn yourself into someone else. Of course, it will depend on what you want to do. Because I do have people that say, no, that is too painful. I don't want to do this. Okay, I'd rather have my pain forever than, face it and kick it in the butt, release it. Other people will take a long time to do this. Because yes, you have to face some stuff. You have to remember some stuff. Things will come out, and you have to do like every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Because it's like when you're, you have a pot of water and you have like dirty underneath. If you go there and move it, it will come up. But if you leave, you take your hand out, it will go down back again, right? So what we do is that we start to move that water and we keep on moving it. So it will actually put everything up and will clean it all. You see? This is not what we are doing with Solaris. Okay. This is something more profound and more specific person to person, right? But then Solaris is involved into everything around this. All the energies that are being moved and awakened, we are going to work with Solaris to, pacify everything, help to clean all, So that's how it's done. I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Guys, we are about to finish. We have 2 minutes. And I'm just going to leave you guys with this. Do you have any questions that you need to come back and talk about? Or we just stay here? What do you think? You guys have any questions that you want to come back and talk? Are you okay? Yeah?
I'm good.
All right, that's good. So guys, that's it. We're gonna come back next week, next Saturday, right? Same hour, and we're gonna continue this, and we're gonna do our initiation. Actually, I'm gonna give you initiation for you to guys do at home. I will explain later, okay? So for now, that's all. If you have any questions that you remember or any comments, go ahead and put that on our group, and we will talk about this. All right? So see you next week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy and get ready.
Have a good
Thank you.
week. Have a good
Everyone.
weekend.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.